Contemplating. Mind experiment.
It's no sleep, baby.
Welcome, everybody, to No Sleep, the podcast. I'm AJ Simmons, 1/3 of this here podcast, and I'm going to do a couple jokes to get us started.
Ooh, jokey jokes.
It's a comedy podcast. That's what I heard.
It is a world-renowned, dare I say, comedy podcast. We had someone from Australia in our chat one time.
Oh.
World-renowned.
Suck on that, haters.
Going bald young is great because I never have to worry about getting a bad haircut. Or ever having a good time.
Oh, man. We wouldn't know.
Two beautiful heads of hair. I got one more. They say God gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers. But I guess they must have been busy, and I'm more of a pretending a broomstick is a lightsaber kind of guy.
But you always win those battles.
That's right. Cut to Tom McGreen.
I hate sayings like that, by the way.
God only
They're
gives
pretty lame.
toughest
Oh,
battles.
my God. Things will work out. It's part of God's plan.
Yeah.
Something terrible. Like, oh, yeah. All right. We don't even need to get into what the things I am talking about, but I hate that shit. Let's see. Man, this is stupid. I'm pretty sure I heard a hot lady say it on Instagram, but I'm going to repeat it.
Fair enough.
Why can't you hear a pterodactyl going to the bathroom?
Why?
Because the P is silent
Ba-boom.
and they're all dead.
That as well.
Over the weekend, Sarah went to take a shower.
Oh, I thought you were going to say something else for a second.
Nope, a shit. Sarah went to take a shit, and I forgot to turn the camera on. Hello, Sarah.
My sweet angel.
No. Let's love to see that butthole puckering.
That's
you
right.
know,
Yeah.
all right.
4K.
Me and Chuck Berry love it. He's dead though, and I'm alive. What am I talking about? Anyway, she goes down, and the shower is full of disgusting water. Our new shower is in the basement. Ugh. I was like, oh shit. So I went and plunged it for a while. I was like, this did not help, and some kind of gross stuff was coming up. And then I plunged the toilet downstairs, and man, I thought a little gross stuff was coming up before. Now it's fucking shit and toilet paper and all kinds of horrible smelling stuff coming up out of the shower. And I was like, oh my
That's not what showers are for.
And then it finally drained, and then our shower is full of fucking shitty toilet paper. Anyway, I was like, we should probably call maintenance. And we did. And
This is the apartment or the house you just moved into. You just moved
A
into.
guy came out. He was like, there's nothing I can do about this. We're going to have to call Smith's sewer service or whatever. We're like, all right. And he's like, it's going to be like, we don't know. You got a 4-hour window.
Of course.
Well, the guy shows up in like 10 minutes,
Nice.
which was fucking crazy. Like 15, 20 minutes, maybe 10. I don't know. And he got it all sucked out of there. And I tell the family, I was like, don't flush the toilet. The guy's working on the main toilet tube. So don't flush the toilet. And of course,
the main shit tube.
Yeah.
Is,
he's working on it. And of course, the 6-year-old flushed the toilet after I had also peed and she peed. So it was fairly concentrated pee.
right. It's
And
too much pee.
She flushes
for
the
one
toilet.
bowl.
And she's like, she came out of the bathroom. She goes, I accidentally flushed the toilet. I was like, oh, why did you do that? She said, I heard the man in the basement say, excellent. This is excellent. It was just pretty great. Yeah. And apparently he was all pissy when he left to Sarah. I had left at that point because he's like, somebody flushed the toilet. She's like, well, that was our 6-year-old. So, and he was still like, what are you going to, a 6-year-old flush the toilet? Get over it. Yeah. You work in shit. Yeah. Deal with it, buddy.
A little more pee for you.
Yeah. At least it wasn't a fat turd. Anyway, we didn't have to pay for any of it because we're renting. Renting pays off.
It does.
Sure did.
So that was early on. It's all fixed. and we didn't have to pay a damn dime for it, which is pretty great. And a pissy fucking plumber man got piss on him.
Yeah.
It's a me, Pissy Mario.
Yeah. And then I had to clean all the shitty toilet paper out of the shower. So that sucked. But
Got covered in multi-generational piss.
he did, which, sorry, buddy, but thanks.
Some people would pay top dollar for that,
That's right.
buddy.
Golden
In
shower
Dubai or
free.
something.
Yeah.
Golden Showers Plumbing Service.
That's it. That was it.
We install cameras in your toilets.
So I was like, how about an upgrade?
But yeah. So that was cool.
Yeah.
Cool to get it taken, have this crappy problem, and then it's just like done. Don't have to write a check or nothing.
Damn.
Say this outrageous rent is worth it.
It's already paying off. You're coming out ahead already, first month.
Yeah.
So is that something where they just like roto-rooter it out? Damn.
That's what I had to. We had to have that done at the old house, and it was like it cost a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You and Jimmy's liquor shits for
Well, 20 years after Sarah had moved in, when the house was like, we don't want people to live here anymore.
Enough people.
Yeah.
Shrugged you off.
You can cut to Alex Carter, I think.
Oh.
Ooh, let's see. It's St. Patrick's Day. I found a St. Patrick's Day street joke for everyone.
Oh, nice.
See if I can remember it. It's real complicated. Why do when Irish people make chili, why do they only use 239 beans exactly for their chili?
I don't know why.
I don't know.
Because one more would be too farty.
I like it.
Pretty good. I liked it too. I remembered it today.
Too farty.
Too farty. It's a bit too farty.
Well, Mr. McGrain, you come from a rather large Irish family, right? Were you avid St. Paddy's Day celebrators?
We always did corned beef and cabbage and soda bread usually, but that was about it. Go to the parade sometimes. I've never been a fan as a heavy drinker recovering.
Famously.
The big drinking holidays.
Yeah.
Amateur hours.
St. Patrick's Day has really devolved into like take off the day, put on a green t-shirt and just get shit housed.
Yeah.
Right. Throw up green beer.
I just saw people all day just walking back and forth. I'm like, what's going on? And they have their green t-shirts
Yeah.
on. Like,
None of us, your hat is green.
yeah.
I got nothing.
Nothing. I was wearing a green sweatshirt all day and I switched before I got here.
Oh.
But there's orange in the Irish flag, so
Suck
There
it.
we go.
we're on a green couch. AJ's on a green chair. Alex has a green hat.
That's all you need. Yeah, we never really did much in my family either for the St. Paddy's Day, despite the Irishness. I'm surprised. Maybe you have to go more East Coast. It's like a Boston.
It wasn't really that big of a thing until I feel like the last 20 years, 15. It's like I
don't
said,
know.
it's just become like a
I remember
big drinking. Like, hey, we're all going to pretend like this is a thing. Where when you're a kid, you're like, oh, it's St. Patrick's Day. I'll put my green sweater on and go to school.
one of my favorite St. Patrick's days was downtown. I forget if there was I think there was a bus for a while that would take you to all the different AK O'Connors in town, Beaverdale,
yeah,
West Des
there was,
Moines, and
yeah.
downtown.
There was, yeah. A shuttle.
And then it was later that night, it was $20, all you can drink beer
Oh man.
for $20. And then Real Big Fish was playing on Court Avenue.
Oh, shit.
And this would be like my fourth or fifth time having seen them. But it was so fucking cold out and rainy that no one was out there to watch them. But baby, I was a trooper and I sucked
Super
that.
fan.
Oh man, I was pounding those beers, those $20 all I could drink beers.
You were already $85 ahead on that deal.
Yeah, I'm in the black.
And I watched Real Big Fish play in the rain with like 8 other people. It was fucking awesome.
That sounds kind of nice.
Yeah, it was fun. Cold and wet, but they still put on a show.
That's very Irish, though. Cold
Yeah.
and wet.
Yeah, true.
That was very...
And yeah, I don't know what I've seen Real Big Fish so many times without even ever seeking them out.
Yeah, they just found you.
Yes. Yeah.
Pretty sure I saw him at V Show one time.
Yeah.
They were
Iowa
everywhere
State,
for a little
yeah.
while. They were like the attainable music act for a lot of little festivals.
Couple of
and parties.
hits, no more, just a two.
What was their big song?
Sell Out with me? Oh yeah,
Oh,
Sell
yeah.
Out. And then they
And
sang
Toll's all by himself.
the drinking song about waking up on the floor. How the fuck did that go? I pass
Passed
out
out.
on the floor and now, baby, I don't need no more. You know what I'm talking about.
Hey, you're the big fish head here, not us.
I don't know. I know two of their songs I've seen. And then they would do like a medley where you could request a band and they would play a song in that band style. That was fun.
Oh.
Be like, oh yeah, do whatever by like it's Metallica with, but then they'd play it in that style, but
ska.
still have the horns and shit. Like,
Yeah.
It was fun.
Play Here Comes the Rooster.
Yeah.
I don't think that's the name of that song, is it?
I think it's Rooster.
Or is it the Rooster?
Yeah.
Oh. Nice. I would love to hear that ska-fied. There was as I was coming up playing music, like sort of 14, 15 years old, there was a pretty large contingent of ska bands kind of doing their thing. Like every bill you would be on as like a metal or hardcore band, there'd almost always be a ska band.
Interesting.
Because they kind of don't fit anywhere perfectly, you know? So you just kind of got to bolt them on to other shows.
Yeah, yeah.
I feel like ska bands were all just formed by people that were kicked out of other bands, like a trumpet player and a trombone player and a guitar player and a piano player. Like we all
with
make
an
a
accordion.
band.
Yeah.
And then some guy in a pork pie hat's like, we sure can.
I'm
We
going to
got
manage
this.
Ska stuck around longer than swing. Swing. Remember that few years there in the '90s where it was all
white hot,
swing
like
music,
squirrel nut zippers type
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
I got down with some squirrel nut zippers.
I like, yeah,
There's probably 2 solid years of that.
yeah.
But ska
bad voodoo
still
daddy.
has ska still has a tail to it. People are still,
I think it's still
on the train.
Yeah,
Yeah. I think it's kind of in a little bit in that same wheelhouse as maybe like a Fish or Grateful Dead. I think there's some crossover audience there, vibe wise, because ska has like a little bit of reggae almost in it, you know.
They'll jam a little bit, you know. Not
Yeah.
a jam band, but
is-
they'll jam.
this was random to go back, but the first time I saw Real Big Fish was at Dot Fest when I was like 13. And Dot Fest was when 107.5 in Des Moines was an alternative station, and it was 107.5. I'm sure Alex remembers that. And Real Big Fish were playing, and they said something to the effect of, if you have any spare change, feel free to throw it on stage, which was the dumbest possible thing you could say at a large concert event, because everybody started digging in their pockets.
Hey, whip nickels in my head.
Exactly. And they were like, wait, oh, no, Yeah.
No, seriously, seriously.
Yeah, yeah.
No, it's over.
Yeah. That was fun.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of maybe like the biggest crash outs I've seen, like big, you know, people just flipping out at concerts. I feel like I know I've seen some. Like someone walking off
Live?
stage.
I don't know. I've been to concerts where they start late.
Yeah, but like straight
I don't
up like
think I've
yelling at
seen
the
anybody
audience.
freak out.
I'm like, I'm done. 5 minutes into their set.
I remember I saw Red Hot Chili Peppers at Wells Fargo, and they literally, the only thing Anthony Kiedis said outside of singing songs,
outside of California.
he said it had snowed 10 inches the night before, and he said, "Thanks for the blizzard, Des Moines." That was it. Otherwise, otherwise they just played music the whole time.
And also,
like-
do you know any 19-year-olds?
Yeah.
Weird question, Anthony Kiedis.
Sure is. Keeps getting weirder.
Yeah, I had never seen a picture until just recently. Like it popped up into some feed on social media, and I was like, "Yikes!"
I saw a video of him trying to hit on some girl from the stage, and she was like ignoring him, and he kept like, it's like,
I got my shirt off.
yeah,
Who can say no to this?
yeah, and she's like,
Fucking sausage casing body.
yeah, yeah, it didn't work. That was entertaining to watch.
God damn. I've been getting over being sick. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm dressed this way.
Yeah, that's why.
Doctors recommend.
It's prescribed to you.
Same,
Doctor's
same.
prescription for that outfit. You need some jammy pants and tie-dye shirt.
Yeah, tie-dye.
Throw some Crocs in
t-shirt.
too.
Make you feel better.
Oh, the Crocs stay on.
Hell
Crocs
yeah.
stay on during sex, sweetheart.
Put them in a sport mode.
Yeah. I need them for grip.
Yeah.
But I need that breathability as well.
Yes. Don't want a slippery foot.
Ugh.
But I think I'd actually messaged you two in the chat that I decided to embark on my first time of watching JFK.
Yeah,
That's right.
Oliver Stone flick.
When you said that, I was like, I don't know. I don't think it's maybe one of the few classic films. I don't think I've ever seen it.
It looks a lot. Obviously, it's covering JFK, so there's parts of it that are going to look older. But even for the year it was made, which I think was 93 when I looked it up,
Right.
it just looks made way older. Than
I think that was intentional. It's
Yeah,
supposed
that-
to look like
JFK, Oliver Stone's JFK, that was the peak of like Oliver Stone back then,
Yeah.
where his movies kept getting progressively kind of out there and
Yeah.
taking big style choices and stuff. And that was really where that one and Natural Born Killers, you're just like, okay, all right, we get it,
Yeah.
Oliver Stone. You're wackadoo.
And was Natural Born Killers the Tarantino one where he wrote it?
Yeah.
I think.
Did he?
yeah. I think he had because he went on because there's another movie sort of based. Yeah, let's double check before we say that out loud, though.
No, it's too.
But I'm
late.
pretty sure Tarantino
out there.
did. Oops.
Well, regardless, I was watching JFK on a lot of Dayquil and
Perfect.
a few other things. Who knows? And I kept kind of like drifting in and out of consciousness. But the things I do remember was Kevin Bacon, like a shirtless twink in prison for some reason.
Oh,
Didn't see that coming. And then Tommy Lee Jones looking like Mugatu from fucking Zoolander. You have to see it. Like if you have not,
yeah, I definitely haven't seen
yeah,
this
okay, I'm gonna have to pull it up. I'm sorry.
because I know it was a big.
Joe Pesci. There's a
Joe Pesci looks like Slappy, the dummy from Night of the Living Dummy, the Goosebumps book. He has like these weird puppet eyebrows and like this strange rug he's wearing.
Yeah.
I guess it's actually
Pretty,
not
yeah.
as crazy as the guy he's based on.
Yeah.
yeah.
That guy had like spray painted on eyebrows and shit. But I'm gonna have to pull up this Tommy Lee Jones, folks. I'm sorry, Tommy Lee Jones. Oh Jesus. Yeah.
I was.
He has like this white,
Oh wow!
like afro kind of thing. Zoom, enhance, rotate. Look it up. It's yeah, I didn't get anything else in the movie though, but I do remember those three things.
Oh, did you? So you didn't? You have no opinion on it?
Nah, not particularly. I could tell that. I also thought who played Lee Harvey Oswald. Jesus,
Played Lee Harvey Oswald.
Yeah.
Commissioner Gordon.
J.K. Simmons?
No.
Oh no, Gary Oldman.
Gary Oldman.
Oh, okay,
He was a great Lee Harvey Oswald.
He was.
I'm sure.
And I could tell that it was basically the grassy knoll kind of
Yeah.
theory. I had heard enough conspiracy theories via podcasts to kind of get where it was going.
Yeah.
Obviously, at this time,
Back
this
and
would
to
have
the
been
left.
probably
Back.
way ahead of its time.
Yeah.
To the left.
I think it started. I mean, the conspiracies existed pre JFK, but post JFK, it was like there was two guys, right? Definitely.
Yeah.
Even though, like, you can watch several different factual programs that are like, no, there wasn't. like this is how that would work from this angle at this distance or whatever. And they're like,
Yeah. Even the framing in JFK, I was like, it seems doable.
Yeah.
You know, it might have been lucky in like his accuracy a bit or something, but you know, crazier things have happened.
yeah.
And there's lots of real conspiracies that exist, you know, but yeah, they were kind of focusing, I think, on some of the Cuba stuff as well. Like that was some of the reasoning behind it, and
Yeah.
I don't know the strings that were trying to be attached, the red string. I was like getting a little lengthy, trying to connect
Yeah.
these
Sometimes
things.
there's a certain level where Oliver Stone, I'm like, I don't think you're as smart as you think you
Yeah.
are.
I think you got a little lost in your sauce there.
Yeah.
bud.
You're drinking the Oliver Stone juice.
Yeah.
It happens.
It does. What you just mentioned conspiracy theories? Oh, that the UAP movie, the UFO movie, got premiered at South by Southwest. at the age of disclosure, I think is what it's called. And apparently there were like audible gasps in the crowd. And they're like, this isn't like your fly-by-night, like shoddy
This ain't Sci-Fi
UFO
Channel.
documentary.
Yeah.
This is like real people being like government officials saying that they've seen extraterrestrial craft and extraterrestrial beings in person.
Wow.
Yeah.
When
So
does
that's
this maybe
exciting.
come out on stream?
I don't know,
I think pretty
but
soon.
I haven't even watched it yet, but 60 Minutes had a segment about UAPs last night.
Yeah, they did.
Did you watch it?
Yeah.
Was it enlightening, or was it just another one? Or just like, yep.
It was definitely not like at all like aliens focused. Like
Right.
not like these are from.
Was it like the drones?
Yeah, it was like drones are here for sure, and we don't really know what they are, and we can't really do anything about it. Whoops, we're working on it
all
though.
right.
You're like, what?
Cool.
The government guys were like, we spent the last 60 years worried about intercontinental ballistic missiles, so we can track anything up in the sky. But if something's low, they're like, we can't really do
Right.
that. But we're working on it. We promise.
Yeah.
Like meanwhile, like drones are just showing up and hanging out all over military installations, and the government has no real response because like we can't fire missiles at it because they're above cities. We can't just willy nilly do whatever and try and but they're basically the point of their where they're at is like we're working on it and we're gonna fix it real soon. So don't worry about it till then. It's
Yeah,
like
we'll circle back.
great, yeah, that's great. Cool.
It's funny. I've just read your hat. I've been thinking the whole time it's weird that Alex is wearing a Masters hat.
The golf.
Kill your Masters.
Yeah.
Nice.
We were talking about not too far back, abandoning an Instagram cart, for something
Yeah.
stupid you found online. I was like, it was like 1 a.m. I'm just doom scrolling around. I'm on Reddit, and some guy's like, "Hey, I'm selling these hats," and I'm like, "I'll buy one." He's like, "Cool, just send me a Venmo request and this and that." I'm like, "This ain't happening."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Okay, here's $35. Stranger I know nothing about. I guess you owe me a hat now." And then a month later, it showed up. So I'm
Nice.
like, all right, cool hat.
Yeah.
It is a cool hat.
I ran into some Venmo trickery myself.
Yeah, I know. This was no Ford F-150, but
Yeah, that's a cool hat. I think it's probably time we address the lack of beard, though, huh? This is the
Oh,
first
God,
podcast
yeah.
without it.
Ooh.
yeah.
First I've seen in all my years of Alex's upper lip.
Yeah, I've never seen your upper lip.
Gross.
Disturbing.
And this was a resolution kind of thing, right?
Well, I started growing. My beard will go from short to like long throughout the year. Cycle through the beard. And last fall, I'm like, I'll just keep growing my beard until the new ice cream shop's gonna open. Thinking that would be a couple of months. It was 6 months, and I got tired of my raggedy beard. So finally, like the shop is ready to open. We'll open soon. So I'm like, let's just shave it off. I did the thing where I just shaved it down, like just, trimmed it down. I'm like, come on.
Like it's going to boot camp.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm going to keep the mustache. And I went, I'm like, I guess not. You just had that crazy
Yep.
moment where you're like, and now I'm like, well, now I'm all the way in and I haven't shaved. I did this a week ago. So this is a week of growth, but I went down to the skin and it was just like,
I wish we would have had you
Stupid
on
idiots.
then. Yeah. I wish we could have got you right then. Like
Yeah.
that fresh face was, it was a wild look.
it was. Yeah.
At the open mic, Alex was hosting, and so I don't know if he encouraged it or not, but it appeared that everyone was going to make fun of Alex.
No, I told everyone.
Yeah, okay.
Roast my big dumb face.
Yeah. And I said he looked like a Richard Nixon Halloween mask. Clean shaven, especially.
I am not a crook.
Jeff Newell said I look like Arlie Ermy, and I'm like, Jeff, shut the fuck up. And then like I've looked at it a couple times. I'm like, damn, Jeff fucking called it. Look up the drill instructor from Full Metal Jacket.
Saving Silverman earlier.
It's not that. Yeah, it's not that far off from my dumb face. But yeah, like I said, it's really been like 15 years since I've seen my face, and I'm like, I waited too long to do this. I think the expiration date on my face about 2018. I didn't know it.
Yeah. Were the dogs barking and stuff? Were they shocked?
They did. They wouldn't stop staring at me. They're like, "Oh, hey," and then they're like, "What?" And then they were freaked out for like half an hour. And they're like, "Okay, I guess that's Dad."
I guess.
I know. I'm like, I know, guys. We're all.
He still
upset.
smells like a huge asshole.
Yeah. Yeah. We know that smell anywhere.
Yeah.
I know, and I forgot. It's been a week, and like I posted a picture on social media, and people have seen me and stuff, but not everyone. And then I'll come across someone, as Shiloh had just had that happen to her, where I'm like, "Oh, how's it going?" There, it's like, "Oh, I know. Oh no, I know. I'm gonna get a beard and tape it on tomorrow."
Yeah.
I did think about getting a fake beard and starting to wear it as a joke, but then I figured I'd like it too much and create a whole problem for myself. So.
Right. It's like me with the wigs.
Yeah, exactly.
I always like them a little too much once I put them on.
Right.
Well, I'm like,
Yeah.
checking
Not
it
only
in.
does it look great, it's warm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No one can tell.
Yeah.
Literally no one. Is
I
that what
can't.
Bosley is? The hair
Bosley
system?
is hair plugs.
It
I
is
think.
plugs?
They were the original hair plug company, I think.
Okay. Because I know some people will get like a weave almost. They'll get one that's kind of like sewn into,
Yeah.
into what you got.
Yeah.
And it's kind of glued or sewed down.
But Bosley might have different options
For different
also.
gentlemen.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I guess now you just go to Turkey, and for like $200, they give you the fucking Joel McHale, and you're good to go.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Every once in a while I think about it. I mean, I wrote the bald joke earlier, but yeah, I'll have dreams about having hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they're nice dreams. They are. They're real nice.
What? Is it
Just driving in a convertible.
Yeah. It's like, it's
Never
like a,
felt so free.
it's like a Garnier Fructis commercial. I'm soaping it up. Beautiful ladies
lathers.
helping me soap it up. Those are the little things you miss, though. It's like getting your hair washed at a barber or a hairstylist, where they put your head in the little salad bowl and
Oh yeah.
give it
I mean,
scratches.
I've had hair for 43 years. I've only done that maybe once.
Well, you do your own, don't you?
I don't do nothing. Yeah, I do now.
You're like a haircut every couple of years kind of guy.
No, well, I guess that is like once lately, and I was getting them done by AJ for a while.
I should dust off the clippers for you.
Yeah,
It was fun.
Let's give Toll a fucking sweet mullet.
I like the way it looks about half the time.
You should have a mullet. You would kill.
I do. I mean, when I'm wearing a hat, I have a mullet.
We can make
but
it
we need
more
to see the
mullet,
shorn sides.
Oh, I
There
see.
needs to be defined.
like a flat.
I cannot hang like even right now. All this hair hanging in the back. I feel like a dirty son of a bitch. And I am.
There are a couple of Dr. Choice cans hanging in the back there. Diet Dr.
that's
Choice.
right.
Sorry.
Those would be the cans behind the marriage mobile.
That's right.
Just got hitched. Diet Dr. Choice clinking behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys don't know how good you got it
I have some idea.
with that lettuce on top.
We got at the new place. There's a mirror on the whole. There's one huge mirror in the bathroom, and then there's a mirror up against the other wall. And I was like, I guess they must have had a shower in here at some point. And Sarah's like, no, that's so you can look at the back of your head in the huge mirror. I was like, oh.
So you can look at the back of your head while you fuck your own ass.
And,
those
yeah,
bathrooms.
I was taking a look at that. And I was like, ooh, there's it's thinning up here in the back.
In the crown.
Yeah.
Yeah, just a little, but when I cut it, I mean, considering, that you're in your 40s.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty impressive. It's,
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
yeah,
It's pretty nice.
hair talk.
AJ's on the outside looking in.
Yeah.
He's that little kid,
Face pressed against the window.
fogged window. He just wipes it off. Huh? Hair? Hair?
The hair store. Mom, can I get one? No. Bald little AJ getting pulled along. We can't afford a wig, AJ. Your father just got laid off at the factory.
Just shave the dog.
I think it'd be too unsettling if I had it now.
Hair?
Yeah, if I did go to Turkey, let's say. I just took a little vacation. I'm like, guys, I'm going out of country for a while.
It would be, but only for a brief moment in time.
Yeah.
Because when you do rock the wig, it's hilarious. And then like an hour later, I'm like, yeah.
That's
AJ
what AJ
has
looks
hair
like.
now. Yeah, that's it.
Just be a wig guy.
Maybe I'll be a wig guy.
Sport different looks.
This one's the Sean Penn.
I'm going for the curl. I'm going for the perm tonight. Curls, you know?
Yeah. Little Fabio.
Long, all the options.
But I think people want it homegrown, you know? They want to know it's all natural.
Yeah, I suppose.
Right. A strong gust comes through and blows the,
flips your wig.
yeah, like David Spade and Tommy Boy. All right. I did relapse on pornography, by the way.
Oh no!
How long did you go?
A little over 2 months.
Jeez.
Full
That's pretty
imagination
incredible.
zone.
It is.
Full of
Yes.
You just writing and directed all sorts of X-rated films in your head at this
Yeah.
point.
And they are medleys. They're compilations, kind of. Because you have to pull, because you only have, like, as you get older, you only have glimpses of sex that you've ever had, you know? Just slivers of memories.
They're medleys.
Yeah. It's like a jambalaya of kind of sexual thoughts and feelings, memories.
So you re-upped.
I did. But
What did you even have to touch it?
didn't take long.
Like,
Yeah, I was pretty riled up when I first
yeah.
saw
Did the app start like going off on your phone? Like, oh, he's doing it.
Mayday, Mayday.
He's not saving any time right now. He's losing time.
No, I tried to. I did.
Cat's
delete
wearing a raincoat.
again. I deleted the app because I was like, the time has come. But
The app's like, you son of a bitch, don't you? You're like, yep.
delete.
What's the total time saved when you deleted it though?
Ooh, that I cannot remember. I remember it was over 2 months though. I had like 62 days or something like that.
Oh, you deleted the stop.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
In hopes of looking up pornography on my phone. The thing is that whatever settings it changed, I cannot figure out how to get undone. So my phone is permanently
Porn free.
That is correct. Porn resistant.
You have a porn resistant smartphone.
Yeah. I found like a little like loopholes where I can type in like the first 2 letters of pussy,
Yeah.
and it'll like come up with stuff because it's like I think keyword notified,
Yeah.
sort of, you know.
Oh my god!
So I had to get my laptop out, and I had it like on my bed, and not thinking about it until after the fact. Like my whole bedroom is just surrounded with windows. I had the blinds, I think, mostly covered, but if anyone could see, and you just see my bright, ghoulish face looking at a laptop, clearly whacking off. I felt like a real pervert.
Oh shit!
You know, nobody uses laptops.
No.
Not these days. Maybe a middle schooler.
Yeah.
You don't have to go to the computer desk anymore.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the public library to look up pornography.
You're gonna have to if your phone is
Yeah,
porn bricked.
I'd like to rent some softcore pornography, please.
Need to use your printer. Thank you.
Yes.
Printer.
10 cents a page.
20
Okie dokie.
25 cents a page.
Yeah.
What about color?
I need full color glossy. Is that available? 50 cents a page? No problem. Here's $50.
Right.
Keep them printing.
Still can't get the phone fixed.
Dang.
Yeah, I can't look.
Man,
at
I wonder.
any sexy stuff.
You go into like
That's-
deep into like the browser. Like there's so many settings.
Yeah.
Like you go to regular iPhone settings, and then there's app, and then
Oh yeah,
inside, and
I tried all those.
I'm sure you did. I'm sure you were working overtime.
I had like a bead of sweat running down. Come on.
You're just waiting for the I'm in moment
Yep.
to hack into your own phone.
Going back to Safari, typing in X video.
Oh man.
Denied. Website can't be found. Oh, I know it's there. If I know anything, I know it's there.
Yes, it is there.
But I think it might be a little silver lining in hindsight. Now it's like, okay, you want to masturbate? You got to get the laptop out. You got to make sure it's charged.
The classic,
in.
like 8th grade, overly setting up to whack off. Like, light a candle.
Really setting the stage.
Find the perfect thing.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
Make sure
boy.
the chair's at the right height.
Glass of wine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's good.
Everything adjusted correctly.
Yeah. Fluff pillow.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I think I'm
Crack your knuckles.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
The cat,
Pull up the
cat
laptop.
locked in the next room.
That's right.
I treat myself right.
Yeah. Yeah, it didn't
Then
take
you
long.
finish. You're like, why did I fucking do all that shit? Yeah.
Nah, I felt pretty good about it.
Good.
I felt like I had, done my time.
Yeah.
I was in
well
solitary
deserved.
confinement
Yeah.
for
You've been
quite some
paroled,
time.
you know?
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
A little furlough.
Getting a conjugal visit from pornography.
That's right. For my friend Alexis, Texas. She came and signed the book. Yeah. Well, that's been kind of my new thing. Like, at this point, I've only looked at one porn star.
Oh.
I'm like monogamous with the
Wow.
porn star. Yeah.
You guys are going steady.
Yeah,
I used to be.
Because
I would-
that, why is that important?
I don't know. It was just one of those things.
Yeah.
I didn't
Way
want
to go, man.
I think it's because,
You finally settled down.
yeah, I think I found her.
Yeah. I found the one. Oh, congratulations. No, the one to masturbate to.
Specifically,
just the one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used to be
Trying to limit
monogamous
some of the
with-
exposure almost.
yeah,
you know?
that makes sense.
Yeah.
You want to go just,
I don't want to go, that's the problem. That's when relapses get bad is you come back thinking you could do it like you used to.
That's right.
I don't want to accidentally break my penis.
that's right.
Whacking off to cool stuff that I'm just not ready for.
No,
Yeah.
no. And you certainly don't want to break it whacking off the uncool stuff.
No. That would be embarrassing.
Yeah. It's true.
He didn't even get past the ad. Are you tired of whacking off alone?
No. Oh!
Yeah. Tired of masturbating alone? That's the definition of masturbating, I'm pretty sure.
Right.
Whatever.
Nice try, jerk mate. Gotcha again.
Sorry. I got riled up. Just
Gotta
talking.
AJ's
adjust
pants
the
get a little
Zumbas.
tight.
Yeah. What are those called?
Zubas.
Zubas, yeah.
Adjust my Z Cavaricis. They were very comfortable.
They look comfortable. They're cool.
I found that a lot of my Halloween outfits, like the clothing I bought, I've been able to sort of repurpose into my life.
Nice.
Yeah. I get that.
Wigs, shirts, pants.
I've got a velour tracksuit that I've worn many a Halloween,
God damn.
but it was actually my velour tracksuit before I wore it for Halloween with a couple of stripes,
Where were you going? Squid Game?
I was doing it was like Eastern European mobster, whatever you know,
Like the guys that
wear a
squat.
chain. Yeah. Or like an LL Cool J, wear the Kangol
Yeah.
with the chain.
You should wear that to the podcast sometime.
If I can find, I burn a couple of cigarette holes into it, of course.
Nicely seasoned.
Yeah. But yeah, I wonder where that is. I will wear it to the podcast sometime.
I'd like to see that.
I'm surprised you haven't seen it.
I don't think I've ever seen it.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in a long
I'm
time.
sure
I've
you've
seen
seen
it.
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
You've seen it.
No, guys, I've seen it.
He used to monogamously masturbate to it.
That was it. Just the one.
Yep, just the one. Just the tracksuit. Oh, gross. Erase that part.
Shyla, cut that part out, please.
She's on it.
Did you two ever do like any acting previous your sort of comedy life, like in school?
I did in school. I was the star of a couple of school plays.
For real?
In the 80s, I was a co-star on Silver Spoons. That's funny for people my age.
That was Ricky, right?
Yeah, Ricky Schroeder.
Yeah.
It's a TV show.
Yeah.
Silver Spoons.
I played Peter in some religious play. Then I played the principal of a high school in a play about diversity in high school, in an all-white school. But I used to teach diversity actively at my Catholic grade school, which was, I
Was it
sang the
illegal?
song of the pocket. Yeah, it is now.
I know.
We live together in the circle of
Was it a
love.
musical?
Yeah. A great big world of peace that we're dreaming of. We can do it. Let's do it. We all must do it.
Good lyrics.
In hand, cross every land.
That boy can sing.
I didn't actually sing. It was a speaking part. I mean, I sang with the other people, but yeah.
What was the role?
Mr. Compton, the school principal in the 8th
So
grade.
was he a progressive principal, or was he the problem?
No, I was
he the
good.
issue? Okay.
Yeah, it was good.
You were a good guy.
There was no issues in the play.
Oh.
It was all good. It was all positive. In fact,
I thought it might be like a white principal going into an urban community kind of thing.
Turning the chair
my
backwards.
8th grade play at the Holy Trinity.
Yeah.
I'm
was
going to
the-
teach you kids a lesson.
You guys staged Dangerous Minds
yeah.
as a school play.
Yeah, the principal, the one with Jim Belushi. There was another one with Tom Berenger too, hardcore high school principal.
And the OG one, well, I just saw a clip of it online this week. It's not Stand By Me, is it?
No.
That's a different.
Freedom Riders.
It's one with Morgan Freeman.
Oh, that's old.
Stand and Deliver, but that's a different one.
There was 187 with Samuel L. Jackson.
I love that movie. That's one of
With
my
that-
deep cut favorite movies.
I remember being under the influence in college, and there's a part of that movie where a dude, Samuel L. Jackson, this kid is all fucked up and he sees a coyote. He goes, "Fucking coyotes!" And then Samuel L. Jackson shoots him with a bow and arrow, and he goes, "Ugh,
Yeah.
fucking Indians."
She's with a
And the
Drugged
room
dart.
I was in fucking exploded with laughter when he did that. Oh, yeah.
I love that movie.
Yeah. Is he a principal in that or just a teacher?
He's a teacher. Yeah.
That was very much a genre,
It was.
like impactful teacher or
Yeah.
coach.
Yeah.
Coming into the like Mighty Ducks was that sort of.
Yeah.
I think he was like he had to work with kids because he had an OWI
Yeah.
or something.
Makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
That is why. Yeah.
Lean on Me. Principal Joe Clark.
Ah, gotcha.
Me
Yeah.
when you're not strong, I'll be your friend.
I don't think like the principal with Jim Belushi, it's where he had to like fight kids with a bat. It wasn't quite the same.
And
Yeah.
Morgan Freeman had a bat too. Like that's
Oh,
one thing,
yeah.
like principal with a baseball bat. You're
Yeah.
like, whoa, I gotta see this. Wasn't Lou Gossett Jr. in that with
Oh, yeah, that's highly possible.
Belushi? Yeah, there's but mid to late 80s into the 90s was like principal, like bad school principals here to clean it up movie. That was a very popular genre.
Yep.
I got to talk to the kids on their level.
No, I mean they kick out. They literally like beating kids and screaming at them and stuff. But the kids love it and they come around and
Yeah.
tough love and whatnot.
Yeah.
We love it.
Did you have any of that in Catholic school? Because in public school, I never had any of like the teacher smacking the ruler in the hand kind of thing.
No,
There was none of the, no corporal punishment.
there was not.
That's good. Maybe that was phased out by that.
Yeah, I think it was. They
Yeah, my
might bring it back.
grandpa would tell stories of Catholic school when he was growing up, and like they just got the shit kicked out of him pretty regularly.
Backhanded by a nun.
Oh yeah, picked up, slammed, beaten, thrown into all sorts of shit.
All of the nuns, the two main nuns that I remember were very nice, pretty funny, and they lived together.
Oh, it's a couple of old gal pals.
Yeah. Yep. Sat home, licking each other's pussies.
And praying.
Yeah.
I feel like if you put any two people, just in a room all the time together, something's going to happen.
I mean,
Right?
Yes. I don't know.
Then as soon as I said that, I was like, well, me and my brother lived in the same room.
Yeah, I was like, yeah, I lived with Jimmy
podcasting.
for a really long time,
Well,
but we weren't in the same room together very often. So
The sexual tension didn't have enough time to grow.
that's what I do want. Yeah,
Flourish.
I'm like, how long? Like having sex with dudes in prison.
right.
It's like, I spent a lot of years without getting laid. It would take me quite a while to start fucking dudes in prison, I feel like.
Yeah, I remember you hear that about like back in the day when that was just more of like a folklore tale.
Right.
Like you go to prison, you get a girlfriend, or you
Right. Gay for the stay.
right. It's like I don't think that's how that works.
But I think,
Yeah.
I don't know. I honestly, I don't know. According to movies, that is how it works.
Every time.
Yes.
Pretty quickly,
yes,
too.
Yes. But I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, you're in prison. You're bored.
I think it's also like a dominance.
I already read all
thing.
these books.
Yeah.
What else? What
Yeah.
else?
I already got my CPA or whatever. So
Yeah.
Right.
might as well suck
Got
some
my
cock.
got my GED.
Yeah.
Got my bachelor's. I'm almost got my law degree. I'm gonna go fuck this guy. I don't know what else to do anymore.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
The Spartans did it, and they weren't even in prison. Mm-hmm. They were just hanging around hot guys all the time. They
Hot young underage boys.
Well, that was part of their morale, like fucking each other too.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Good for them.
Yeah.
That's how we keep things up at this podcast.
That's right. Yeah.
Keep morale high.
That's right. Spartan style.
It's a Spartan kind of lifestyle we do. As you can tell by our physiques.
Yes. This.
Yeah, not the working out
Is-
part and training. We just
Yeah.
fuck each other.
No. Yeah. Yeah.
And wear togas and shit.
Yeah. This is Fata.
This is Farta.
Because I fart a lot after the podcast. I don't know. I regret saying it.
That's why you need a soundboard.
Yeah. Oh,
Fart sound.
sorry, my
Boner sound.
Yeah. Here we go.
There we go. That
Perfect.
cleared the air.
The farty air. Did you have to audition for your roles?
I did. In the first one,
You must have been pretty nervous for that.
I got the part, and then I was like, I'm not doing this. I am far too scared. And
Yeah, you were Captain Shy Boy.
and I quit. And then I went home and told my parents that I quit. My dad was like, no, you cannot quit.
Yeah.
You have to go back and tell them that you're doing it. I was like, okay. And then the later one, I got the part, and then another kid wanted the part so badly and freaked out about it that they were like, well, we're going to give him the part for the one. He's going to do it in front of the school, and you're going to do the main one in front of everyone. I was like, some real bullshit,
Right.
but all right.
Squeaky wheel gets the grease, I guess.
Yeah, it worked for him. Because they asked me if it was okay, and I was like, well,
No.
yeah. I was like, what do you... Yeah, it was too nice.
I'm an actor.
Yeah. Yeah. And then high school, nothing.
Nothing.
Silent.
I did the inverse of I did nothing, and then my senior year, I did Grease the Musical, as I've talked about a few times, famously. Did Grease the Musical. I do have the tape, and I should release it. I did release it
we've
one
seen
time.
it.
You did, yeah.
We've
It
seen
got
the
taken
video.
down because of copyright, though. So I'm gonna have to
Oh,
find
the music. You can't
Yeah.
have the music going.
yeah, I think, or something. So I'm gonna find a way.
Loving.
Yeah, it's the music.
Yeah, a lovely 18-year-old man, tone deaf, with a receding hairline,
Just going for it.
going for it.
Hell yeah.
I love it.
Yeah. But they did a fall and sort of a winter springtime productions is sort of how my school worked. So then the wintertime one I also went out for, and it was, I looked it up, The People versus Maxine Lowe,
Ah.
which to me, I didn't read a lot into it ahead of time. I was like, okay, I think I know what my character needs to be. So for the audition, I had recently watched Gangs in New York.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Had a big impression on me.
Yeah.
Yes. That's a
Whoopsie daisy.
AJ the Butcher.
And I had determined that all great actors, all great performances include an accent.
Yeah.
So I came in very hot to the audition with like a New York accent. Hey. And I remember after the auditions, because I think the whatever, the person who runs the show, the director, I guess, I don't think she wanted to shame me in front of everyone, but she was like, AJ, hang back after class, after auditions.
Yeah.
And she was like, we're gonna put you in, but we're gonna drop the accent, okay? What are you talking about?
Oh, yeah.
I'm walking here. I'm acting here. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Nice.
I never lacked commitment in my life, you know?
That is true. You are all in.
I go all in
which I appreciate.
against all recommendations.
No, that's the only way to do it. I love it.
I got to read, you guys were, the Paul Rudd part of Wet Hot American Summer with literally sitting next to David
Oh,
Warner
that's right. I can't remember what part I had.
turning the pages that he was reading with me.
It was cool.
Yeah.
That was fun.
Yeah, me and Paul Privateer got to fornicate, essentially.
Nice.
Like mock fornicate for some scene. I can't remember exactly. I played like a can of vegetables and then something else.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It was like two different characters. But
John Benjamin in
yeah,
the movie.
yes. But yeah, there's a photo of Paul and I. Like he's really grabbing like some ass cheek in the photo.
Yeah.
Kind of lifted it.
The grab and lift.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I was pretty drunk and sweaty from what I can tell.
Yeah.
I was pretty nervous, so I got a buzz going ahead of time.
Yeah. So did I.
Fun little experience, though.
That was fun.
Have either of you seen The Zone of Interest?
I cannot bring myself to watch it.
What is this?
The Zone of Interest, I had not heard hine nor hair of
I've
it.
heard nothing but wonderful things about it.
Yeah, I went into an expectation-less. I could tell it was clearly to do with World War II and Nazis, which because of History Channel, early 2000s, I think I'm always going to have
Of course.
some
Say
kind
no
of
more.
obsession with it.
Say no more.
It's a fascinating topic.
They're making a comeback, I hear.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Riding around in U-Hauls.
Yeah.
But I feel like the movie, I don't want to give too much away, but
Is it a movie or documentary?
it's a movie. Okay. But it's basically about...
Did you watch it?
I did watch it. About Rudolf Hess, who was essentially like the principal of Auschwitz.
Yep.
Kind of running the show. And the Zone of Interest is the area that the Nazis called the area around the concentration camps and like extermination camps. So it's where they would live. But they would make it like neighborhoody and have like shrubs and plants and
Everything's cool.
backyard pools
Yeah,
and stuff.
just living life.
Yeah, but
With
then-
the horrors of the Holocaust going on in their backyard.
Yeah,
Literally.
concentration camp.
and that's
in
the
your
whole
backyard.
movie basically. And after watching it,
The banality of evil.
yes,
Yeah.
it is exactly that. I'm like, this is probably. I mean, not probably. It is exactly like they're framing it off of whatever the journals and despite the amount of information that was destroyed by the Nazis, there was still a ton of records that were found.
Yeah, yeah.
And then Rudolf Hess actually, I guess I read after watching the movie, basically was required to write an autobiography as part of almost like his sentencing before he went to be hanged
Yeah.
or something. But I feel like movies like it should be required viewing for like people
That want to be Nazis.
or just anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because the most impactful thing to me was how it's almost like The Sopranos in a way of like the regular life that people can still have while doing
Monsters are still regular people.
Yes, it was
Doing
fascinating
regular
in that
people
way,
shit, yeah.
and they did it in a really, really cool way. So that's more just a recommendation.
Yeah, that's the reason I just can't like.
Who's in
It's
it?
one of those. I don't think.
Yeah, no one that I recognized. It seemed all sort of like German type.
And it's almost like a found footage movie, isn't it? Where it's like cameras in different parts of rooms.
No, not so much.
Oh,
that
it's
way.
not?
It's very movie looking.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Almost no score.
Yeah.
But you hear like they do a lot of these clever things of like you'll see this really pretty scene of them having a picnic. And then like a second or two in, you'll realize, oh, like there's these smokestacks in the background from like the crematoriums and things. I feel like a movie like that and other ones like it that make a point that well, should be like mandatory viewing for anyone of voting age.
Yeah, for sure.
To be like, this is how quickly the bureaucracy even of a guy who's running a camp can still be detached enough because he's running it that he's like, oh, 400,000.
Just counting numbers,
Yeah.
Clock in, clock out every day,
Yeah, that was another.
There was a bunch of, plenty of those dudes had no regrets,
Yeah.
So,
Or a lot of crocodile tears.
yeah.
But it's insane that, a whole nation of people could be kind of swayed to one extent or another, that it was all. And I was like, oh, wow, this
Well, then it
feels kind of familiar.
Yeah, and it's also more like, what are you going to, like, if you live in that country, you take the risk of getting yourself killed. It becomes a whole, it's pretty fucking horrible. So,
Right.
let's not go there, America.
Yeah, well, that's really what I felt. Where I was like, it, even though it came out a little while ago, felt very, very poignant.
Yeah.
Just of the sort of the slow incremental, like clicking towards, this bomb going off that you don't notice because you're just noticing it one little click at a time versus it getting all the way ratcheted through. Fascinating movie.
Yeah, for sure.
Good watch.
I will watch it.
Not a
some
date
point.
night watch.
No, I wouldn't think so.
No.
Yeah.
If you're drunk, living in a basement, and the bathroom is 2 floors up, you're peeing in a cup that you will later have to clean to drink with.
Yeah. Yep. Correct.
Just some advice.
Check. Hope it's a big cup.
From a gas station.
That's right. I can definitely tell that my my metabolism and everything is changing as I get older, where I feel like if I just go even 4 or 5 days of being naughty, eating screaming Sicilian deep dish pizzas, stuff like that, I start to look like the gym teachers I grew up with, sort of, that vibe. It's shocking. Yeah. Especially in the bright sunlight day, if I have like the rear facing camera on accident and I crack it open, I'm like, that harsh reality.
Yeah.
Then you shave your face and you're like, damn, checkmate. It's over. I've been eating too many screaming Sicilian pizzas all this time.
They're very good. Detroit style.
Yeah, they're good. They get you. You go right to the face.
Are you still on the air fried appetizer kick? Or did you straighten yourself out? Be honest.
Not completely off yet.
What are you?
Still on the smack?
What appetizers are you air frying?
Oh, whatever. That's
that you make or pre-made?
No, they're frozen. So
perfect.
That's my diet. Basically, is what can I throw in the air fryer?
Cream cheese wontons,
cheese sticks, some wontons, some nuggets.
Hell yeah,
good diet. Good.
I get it.
Non-cancer causing diet.
All I eat is garbage. I don't I don't know. I have an active job, so I eat like horrible. I should probably weigh a lot more than I do. But I'll tell you, my fucking joints, all of my joints are like, you've done enough. Like you should be sedentary.
Yeah.
Take you out to pasture.
We were supposed to be done with this type of work about a decade and a half ago.
Yeah, my shoulders, but I don't even do like my job doesn't. I have to pick up a dolly, but I can't I sleep on my shoulders. I'm like or if I try to reach up and grab things now, I'm like, this is some serious
the
old man shit.
The older you get, your body just starts breaking down. It's not like you did some athletic thing you shouldn't have, or you fell and took a tumble. It's just, I'm alive doing stuff, and now my arm doesn't work anymore. Yeah, for
I've been abusing myself for 20 years, 30 years, really, if you count football years. So it's just like, shit.
We got to get you on some of those vitamins they give dogs with bad hips.
Yeah, we do.
Some gummies.
I get myself some.
Toll's got hip dysplasia.
I do. I could use
Hide his
several
pills and
surgeries.
cheese.
I do wish they could just dump me off somewhere and $6 million man me, and I'd come back in a few months and be like, tip top.
We're all waiting for
Yeah.
that pill to come out, aren't we?
I know.
Here's the thing that will fix everything that's going wrong in you.
Yeah.
Like, please give me one of those. I'm kind of
Ooh.
counting on it at this point.
I haven't moved the bidet from the
Oh man, you've been
my
living without a bidet.
buddy. What
That's why you had to call the plumber.
Oh my! It probably is. And we got to use a whole roll of toilet paper to get the job done these days. It's miserable.
Your asshole gets used to a certain,
Yeah.
lifestyle that
It
needs
really
to be
does.
Certain bird
kept
bath
up.
Yes.
kind of action.
Yeah. And that you guys said I would never use the warming function, and it takes so long to warm up because of the plumbing and the old, like the thing doesn't warm it. It's just connected to the hot
Right.
water.
Right.
But that's kind of how I started like timing it. I like moving my little booty around to make sure all the nooks and crannies, And then once it
Get all the
starts turning warm,
stalactites out of there.
yeah, once it starts turning warm, I'm like, all right, I think it's been long enough.
Yeah.
You do the say, oh, clean. Mm-hmm.
Sarah's hair dryer.
Yeah. I use that after showers too, just for my butt hair.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
Condition it, get it nice.
Run a hot comb through it.
straighten it. Yeah. Hell yeah. My butt looks like an accountant from the 1920s. Yeah, but it sucks.
I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy.
Yeah, I need to get on that. Get that baby moved.
I mean, I remember there were a few things that I was like, I think it's just a little too multicultural for me.
Yeah.
It was sushi and bidets. Those two things I was like, I don't think I'll ever be on board as a young man.
Yeah.
Like in high school and stuff. Was not exposed to it. And then I tried the bidet, and the first couple times it is scary because you've just never done something like that
It's a
before.
new
Yeah.
sensation.
Yeah. It's your first time. Of course you'd be scared. And but now, I mean, I feel like a filthy animal without
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever Japan
It's
tells me to
terrible.
do, I'm just going to do it from now on.
that is
Yeah.
correct.
You can't. They're just not wrong. They know what's up.
And they live seemingly
In the
longer
future.
than everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, live to be 120 to keep their assholes
The
clean.
dedicated nutritionists at every grade school.
Really?
Yeah.
Just like America.
Yeah. It is crazy.
Yeah. My dedicated nutritionist, Captain Crunch, is
Yeah.
He's a captain. So
Yeah. They said I could eat animal crackers, okay?
my blood
A
sugar
whole box? Yeah.
Oh, how are we doing on time? All right.
How are we doing?
My voice is starting to burn up a little. I'm sorry, folks. Getting tired. I was thinking about this. I don't know anyone that works in the haircutting business.
back to haircuts.
Back to haircuts. But I feel like that would be a very high pressure situation, because like the whole time the person's looking in the mirror at what you're doing to them.
True.
Like one misstep.
Yeah. And you're always looking too. You're like, don't fuck this up.
But that being said, I've gotten a lot of bad haircuts. And I'm like, they're like, what do you think? And it was like,
Oh, yeah. It's always the,
Thumbs
what do you
up.
think? And you're like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
yeah, you really mangled me. Thanks a lot.
Got to wear my
Here's your
bucket
tip.
hat for the next 2 months now.
Where's my Kangol?
I went to the dude. Actually, I won't say where it was, I guess, but I went to like one of the hipster barber places. Several years ago now. And that dude, like, it was walk-ins welcome. I was like, which was like, that's convenient. So I walked in, and this dude the haircut was fine, but he fucking mangled my head. Like, I left bleeding because I was like, I got a thing there. He's like, I was like, ah. I was like, yeah, I got a thing back here too. I was like, ah. It's like, dude, you're fucking ripping the moles off my head, motherfucker. And he was pulling so hard, and I was like, all right.
Pulling?
Yeah. I was like, I don't even understand what you're doing to make this.
You sure you went to a
paint-
barber shop?
Yeah, this doesn't sound right.
Yeah, it was it
walk-through
was
car
incredibly unpleasant. And normally getting your haircut is like the best.
Yeah, I mean, I miss
Like
it.
I love it. Yeah. Sometimes you go to Great Clips, the big gal with huge boobs, rubbing them on your shoulders, and you're like, this
Sounds
is
like a
nice.
very specific memory.
Yeah. I went to the same
like
dude for a
haircuts.
real long time, and then I stopped. Started going to Great Clips or whatever, and then I just stopped altogether.
Like, enough of that.
Yeah,
Enough.
and I was hitting AJ up twice a year.
That's right. Come get drunk in my living room and we'll cut your hair.
Yep.
And that's what we did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think there's a little video of us cutting your
Before
hair.
and after, one of a very dramatic
yeah.
before and after.
Yes.
Like, damn, you look like you de-aged 10
Yeah.
years.
He looked like a Vietnam vet.
I also had
Yeah.
the fucking handlebar mustache going on at the time too, and I shaved that too. So it was like, it's cool.
Yeah. He looked like an airline pilot afterwards. Looked sharp.
Maybe I should do that again.
Probably. Scare the children.
I liked it.
Yeah.
Or do the big chops.
No, yeah, shave this.
Yeah, shave all this.
Big old, yeah.
Yeah.
People love that look.
Like the reverse goatee, basically.
Yep.
Shave that part only.
It's about time for that to make a comeback, right? Like men's facial hair has become pretty stagnant lately. It's just all beards and mustaches.
Yeah,
It used to be
it is
sideburns
limited.
back. Remember, like they had the nice meaty sideburns in the 90s.
Yeah.
No more sideburns.
Beverly Hills 90210, baby. You could not have sideburns
Yeah.
if you could grow them.
Sideburns with a nice thick stash.
In the 90s, I could not grow the stash, but you better believe I had some real dumb looking sideburns down past the ear.
Oh, yeah.
My earrings in. Shh. Shut up. Come on now. I was not getting laid like crazy.
Caesar haircut.
Caesar haircut. I was locked in 1997, baby.
Well, your hair's
Better
a little
believe
wavy, which is perfect for the Caesar, too.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh,
Alex
yeah.
has like kinky hair. Yeah, what kind of gel were you using in that? Bedhead? What were you using?
Ah, man, I don't even know.
Vidal Sassoon?
That would be too good for me. Diet Dr. Choice hair all in one formula.
Hair lubricant?
Yeah.
Guys, did you ever do the wall?
Oh, yeah.
The
Oh, yeah.
wall?
That was-
Yeah, front. Gel up all the front of your hair. Comb forward.
Like the big wave in the
Oh,
front.
Yeah, that was like my junior high look.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had the Parker Lewis haircut. Another deep
I was
cut for
fucking
people my
obsessed with
age.
Parker Lewis.
Yeah.
Who's Parker Lewis?
Parker Lewis Can't Lose was the name of the show. I think it was only a couple seasons, but I was fully, but like I wanted to be Parker Lewis.
Who's the man?
You couldn't lose.
What was the premise of the show? I mean, you couldn't lose.
He was in high school. There was a big bully guy that I remember.
Yeah.
The only thing I remember from the show is that one time he was chewing a wad of gum and he spit out his gum and it made like an earthquake thud when he spit it out. Otherwise, I remember Parker Lewis wearing like silky shirts.
It was the 90s.
Yeah,
he was definitely wearing
billowy shirts
Yeah.
and having like big waves in his hair.
Oh, I had so many billowy, silky shirts. Oh, that was all high school. Looking fresh.
Yeah. Otherwise, couldn't tell you.
Yeah, I've never even not heard a lick of that show.
Yeah, you shouldn't. It's a deep cut.
Different times.
Yep.
Different times. How's any new developments in Dad World?
New developments. Baby pooped 3 times. She's not currently sick. That's very exciting.
Yeah.
Getting out of cold season finally.
Got a cool. I don't know. I don't think anything is new.
I can't remember how she started doing any words yet.
This is ata, 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 da. But she's been saying that for a long time.
Data,
Yeah.
Rumble, cell block. $99.
Yeah, that's right. I got to stop watching that movie with her. I don't think there is any.
She'll be 1 in July.
Yep.
So
8 months in
Yeah.
a few days.
Yeah, there's a little gap between the end, like 8 months to 1, not much, but then about 1, shit starts popping off.
Yeah.
Talking and walking and all
Sitting up.
Oh,
She moves around a lot. Doesn't crawl, but she gets from one spot to another like crazy.
boogies
somehow.
around.
Yeah, it's like
doing cartwheels.
wriggles her way to places.
can she hold her own head up?
Oh yeah, big time.
Nice.
Oh yeah, she sits up, no problem now.
A little Buddha statue.
But otherwise, I'm sure there's something, but I can't.
Well, it's probably harder because you see her every day.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm sure if I saw her, it's been a little while.
There's not 2 weeks, I think now we've lived at the house. And the only people that have been there, and this is not a judgment on anyone, by the way. This is just fact. Only Sarah's parents have been to the house. Not a single other person. Isn't that weird?
I was
Yeah.
going to come and then I got sick.
You were going to come, but you were too busy coming.
That's right. I'm sick.
Hey, what do you know about internet filters? What? Never mind. I gotta go.
Sarah's good with computers, right?
She is indeed.
No, AJ, I'm not going to help you with your porn blocker.
She absolutely would.
She would
So,
help me. She's a very sweet lady. I mean, it must feel pretty weird in the new place, though, right?
Yeah, what's the neighborhood like? What's the
Buddy.
vibe like over there, over in Urbandale?
It's a little too friendly, like I say. Like
Need a little stank over there?
yeah, I'm not what you would call a friendly neighborhood type.
That's weird. Really?
Really. I'm more of a please don't talk to me guy, but our neighbor has been out every time.
Ned
he's out.
Ryerson type?
Yeah. Not exactly. He's very nice. But it's like we're deep in a neighborhood where like no businesses, like
Quiet street.
No vape shops.
like a
No H&R blocks.
maybe 2/3 mile radius around our house with just other houses.
Yeah, you're just off Beaver, the main
Yeah.
business strip. There.
Purely residential.
I basically am. The cats and the fish are still at the old house, and it's an incredible pain in the ass. But I'm very worried about bringing the cats to the new house, that they'll pee everywhere and escape. Or outdoor cats are illegal in the new residence, and I know people look down on outdoor cats, but the reason the cats are outdoors is because they piss inside where they're not supposed to.
It's a real conundrum.
Yeah. So there's that. And then the fish, I'm like, what do I,
You're on your own.
maybe I'm just going to give these fish away. I don't know.
Come with the house.
Yeah. It's just a matter of coordinating a group of people to be like, all right, does everyone have a couple hours while I suppose I could get the fish out, because you have a limited amount of time. Once the fish are out of the tank, it's like, we have to fucking do this now. My prized angelfish will be dead.
We can't have that.
So everybody's doing great right now, though.
Just sign a lease with the fish. Let them fucking pay rent. You know what I'm saying? They've been freeloading all this time. They want to stay there so bad.
That's
make them
right.
Pay rent.
To chip in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that just seems fair to me.
it's true. Earn your keep, fish. Yeah, there's only a few that I don't know. I just can't. It's funny because I like sit there eating fish sticks and be like, I don't want to kill my fish. You know?
Yeah.
So
I don't blame you. I'm sure
Yeah.
we can some sort of fish heist. We can get them over there.
Yeah, fish heist.
yeah.
The cats. Yeah, that's
The cats, that's
complicated
this bad
story.
boy right here was trying to put the cats in a box.
Damn.
that was not made for cats. And
What kind of box was it?
just a box, just a regular box. And I thought if I
like a regular
put them
box.
in there, tape the top up real quick, no problem. It's only a 9-minute drive.
Yeah.
No, that was significantly more difficult than I anticipated because one strip of tape don't hold no cats.
Not no street cat.
No. And he wasn't trying to get me, by the way. He just was like don't put me in that fucking box, you son of a bitch.
Fair.
It's like, all right.
I'll give you my cat
So-
carrier.
Yeah. That you're not going to want to get in that either. But it will close properly. So that will make all the difference. Yeah. Otherwise, you should see big ass garage, a shed,
A shed.
finished basement, poop free.
Wow.
That's nice.
Yeah. It's pretty nice.
All my basements usually come with poop. So
Pre-installed.
yeah.
I only come with poop as well.
We were looking at a house to rent before we moved into Beaverdale. Yes. Angela and I. So we looked at a few places, and there's a house not too far from where my sister lives, middle of Des Moines, big house. Like, all right, check it out. Get to the house, and they're like, oh, we didn't know you were going to be here now. It was us, like Angela and I, and my kids actually were with us too, and like the realtor person. And the person in the house, like, oh, we didn't know you were going to be here. I'm like, yeah, well, we are. I'm like, all right, well, okay. We go in. There was literally old dog shit everywhere. They had two like pit bull type dogs, and they shit everywhere. Not like a little there.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Everywhere was old dog shit up the entire house, and just shit ground into the carpets. It was just like,
Damn.
what are you doing?
Yeah.
First of all, how you live like this. Number two, you know someone's going to rent this house.
We didn't know you were coming quite
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah.
Oh, there was like years worth of dog shit in this house.
That's crazy.
Everywhere.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I was moving
Damn.
a pool table one time, and it was a very similar situation where the house was full of shit, dog shit everywhere. The lady had two little dogs, and we're moving the pool table, and there was like shit everywhere. And the little dog walks up like within 4 feet of me. The lady was down there, and the dog starts taking a shit on the carpet, and the lady goes, "Oh, Fifi, no!" And I was like I started exploding with laughter to where I couldn't. I was like, like I had to step outside to stop laughing, and I couldn't stop laughing when I got outside, and I was just like, I don't know what I'm going to do because this dog, something about this lady telling her dog to stop shitting when there was literally shit everywhere was the funniest thing I've ever experienced. Yeah, she's like, "Oh no, Fifi, no!" I was like, "Oh my god!" And yeah, that's the whole. And then we moved her to. She was moving from a 70s style mansion to an even bigger mansion. And
I was
like,
until
this is fucking crazy. Shit everywhere.
plenty of room for the dog to shit in the new one. you know.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was crazy.
I dated a girl years and years ago in Ames that was like that. She had cats, but that she just didn't care. The
Yeah.
cats would shit all over her bedroom.
Oh,
You'd like wake up the next day to
cat shit is like evil smelling
Yes.
too. It is a different level. Oh,
wake up the next morning to leave and like step in a pile of shit.
Man, that's a friend of mine that I won't. But he allowed his place to go degrade. Like it's sort of like once you resign yourself to it,
yeah.
you're just like, oh yeah, and you'd go into his place and be like, buddy, your place it smells like somebody. It smells like your place is full of shit because it is. Like your whole place, it smells like shit. Yeah, and
It's a real shit factory.
Yeah.
This isn't shit related, but it did remind. Just talking about looking for places. I remember I used to live with my buddy Aaron. I was like in between places at the time. I think I just went through a breakup or something. But he was living in this little, smaller than my old attic apartment. But he allowed me to live there. But the landlord couldn't know that I was living there. And I also had my cat, Kilo, at the time.
Yeah.
So definitely the cat couldn't be there either. So in order for us to like keep the sort of charade going every night, I'd have to pull out a mattress from underneath his mattress, like a loser nesting doll.
Yeah.
And then every morning I'd have to like lift up his mattress, put mine underneath it, and put it back on top. So
No one will know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just looks like a real tall bed, you know.
Yeah. Just squatting.
Yeah, good times though.
Did you have fun?
Yeah, that was the same place where I think burnt it down with the cheese curds or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I was all drunk and like got the oil to like 900 degrees and then poured cheese curds and it went. I went through it on the roof.
Yeah.
But it was winter, so it kind of, it helped.
Threw it on the roof.
Oh, man.
Problem solved.
Yeah, because it was one of those ones where you walk out and like the roof's right next to you.
Yeah.
So you just went like that. Yeah.
But at least it didn't go.
I know.
All right.
Thank God there was
Napalm on the
snow
roof.
it. Yeah. Thank God. Close one.
Yeah, you would have had those cheese curds in November. You would have had a real problem.
Yeah. It was scary. That was all the cheese curds too, so I didn't get a take 2 on that.
Oh, man.
That was the whole box. Made all this homemade ranch dressing for nothing. You know?
Oh, what a bummer. At
You
least
just drank that and then pulled your bed out and called it a day.
Yeah. Drank some Robitussin and called it a night.
Have you ever done that?
Yeah, robo tripping.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I've never done
we
that.
were doing that a lot back then, as a matter of fact. Unsurprisingly, probably.
Oh, I know some of the stories from that are pretty hilarious.
Yeah, I mean, one time, it was the first time, because it was something we just kind of read about on the internet.
Was it codeine that was in it that was doing it or something else?
No, there was a...
Drink a whole bottle of Robitussin.
Yeah, I know, but what was in the robot? They don't make it with that formula anymore for that reason.
It's DXM is like the thing. It's like
that's right.
dextro something.
Yes,
But
yes,
Robitussin
yes.
specifically, it was the one that had it. Like Dayquil and shit doesn't have
Yeah.
it. And basically, if you just chug a whole bottle of
Get
it,
all up on that tussin.
yeah,
Get all tussed out.
Supposedly, the friend I was living with had an amazing time. He like talked to aliens and shit. To start it, I'd never seen a Scanner Darkly before.
Oh, okay.
And so I had just drank like the whole bottle of it. And then he was like, let's watch this, and threw on a Scanner Darkly. And I was like, I don't think I'm ready for this.
Yeah.
It was really setting in.
Do you know it's like rotoscoped?
Yeah, it's really weird.
Yeah.
Like, it's a weird movie to watch sober, just visually. And I was like, this is tripping me the fuck out. And so then, then I just kind of sat around and like itched myself for a long time, because there's something with it where when you take that much of it, it'll make you really itchy. Yeah, it wasn't for me.
I remember a friend of mine. Yeah, a friend of mine told me he did that at some kind of party, and then he laid down like while people were like going to bed on the floor or whatever, going to sleep, and then he sat there in complete and utter just in fear, terrified, because he thought everybody in the room wanted to kill him.
Wow.
I was like, I was like, I don't think I'm going to do that one.
No.
I think I'll skip that one.
good.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd recommend it to everybody. I think it's one of those like one-offs if you wind up doing it as a young person.
Yeah, if you have no access to no other drugs, you're like, let's hit the CVS and see what happens. And then
And it was very much that era.
yeah.
There's this probably isn't a great story to share, but the dumb shit you do, like when you're drunk, you want to go home and smoke some weed. This long ago, but like I'd come home and be like, oh, I want to do something, I want a little more than
Spice it up.
Yeah, I want to get some action going. And I'd have I had like an 8-year-old bottle of muscle relaxers.
Oh,
Drunk as fuck. Like, hey, take one of these tiny pills and see what's gonna be
happens.
rocking it. Take one of those. Wake up 12 hours later in the exact position you passed out in. Like this. They haven't moved a fucking inch, not 1 millimeter.
I've had nights like that where you wait, like there's just like lights
Took
off,
one long breath the whole night.
and then 12 hours later, like and you don't realize how much you move in your sleep until you don't move for 10 hours.
Yeah.
Like, you're like breaking out of your shell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did that more than once.
Had to be sure.
Yeah. It's a good
Yeah.
story. I'm sure it wasn't bad for me or anything.
Nah.
Oh no, I don't think so. That sounds all pretty copacetic to me. but-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, me and my friends tried smoking catnip one time. We tried a lot of stupid shit.
I remember literally smoking grass or like the straw, like hay, because there's a hole
yuck.
in it, you know?
I think I'm feeling something.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Or just pretending you didn't know. Be like, yeah, if we smoke this, it'll like, no, it won't. It's
Eating
not,
a whole bottle
It's
of
not the
nutmeg.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard if you drink a bunch of cinnamon, your dick gets hard or something.
Yeah.
It just tastes bad, really. All right, folks, those are some lovely tales for us to end the podcast on. Don't do drugs. Yeah. It's been a heck of a podcast. Good work, Shyla. You wrote your heart out tonight. Black Hat Ice Cream, as always. Valley
Always and
Junction coming
forever.
very soon, it sounds like.
That's what I heard.
Very, very soon. Venmo at Toblecop, obviously.
Did you do your show?
No, yes.
coming up.
Don't Tell Comedy this Saturday.
Ooh.
Buy tickets probably on don'ttellcomedy.com.
Nice.
That's what I'm going to guess.
Probably.
This is my first Don't Tell ever.
I've never been invited.
I never will.
I was shocked
don't.
to be invited. That might be a pity thing.
How many times did I not get invited before I was like, don't tell comedy fucking sucks?
You know what actually sucks? Don't Tell Comedy. You both deserve to be on, in my opinion. If I
I'm not, yeah.
if I ran the outfit.
People ask me to do stuff now, and I'm like, what? You haven't seen me.
away.
Yeah. One of these days, I'm going to be up and at 'em again, but I'm still taking a little hiatus.
You're raising a baby.
Yeah,
That's hard work.
sure. It is.
Sure. I'm trying. It's hard. I'm trying to raise myself, and it's tough.
You do. You get to this real negative point where you're like, now I have a chance. I've got some free time. I could go do something, or
Even better.
I could just fucking sit here and not do anything.
Yeah.
Whew.
The
How
sweetest.
sweet it is.
How sweet it is.
Yeah. It is something.
Patreon.com/NoSleepDSM. Like and subscribe on YouTube and stuff. Follow us on social media, TikTok, all that bullshit. I'm putting out clips all the time.
Yeah.
It's all I do.
Shadow banned on TikTok.
Seems
We're
that
trying
way.
to get past it. Yeah.
We'll work
I was
on it.
going through it. Well, I'll stop talking. Sorry.
Yeah. No, you're fine. Shout out Shyla. Thanks for being the board switcher. She laughed a couple times tonight, so
Nice.
I feel good about
our
that.
work here is done. Yeah, I guess that's been it. I've been AJ Simmons.
I've been Toll McGrain.
And I've been the Ice Cream King of Des Moines, Alex Carter.
Bye.
Fucking AJ, Toll and Alex. They're fucking hilarious.
This is a certified hood classic.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.